Okay, when solving two-step equations, you're going to go to the side of the equal sign or the side of the equation that has the variable, and you are going to find the number that's by itself. So here we have plus 7. Our goal is to move this plus 7 over here to the right-hand side with the other number. In order to do that, we're going to use the inverse operation. So we're going to subtract 7. Now when we subtract that 7, we are actually zeroing out 7 from that side of the equation. What we do to one side of the equation, we want to do to the other side of the equation. So now what we have here is 15 minus 7, and 15 minus 7 is going to give us 8. We're going to bring this negative 4x down. So now that was step 1 of our two-step equation. So now we have negative 4 times x equals 8. So now we need to move this negative 4 over here to the right side of the equation, or to the right side of the equal sign. In order to do that, we're going to perform the opposite operation. This is multiplying, and the opposite of that is going to be dividing. So we'll divide by negative 4. When we divide by negative 4, it's going to cancel that out, and all we're going to have left over here is going to be our x. When we divide this side by negative 4, we're also going to do the same thing to this side. So we're going to divide by negative 4. And we know that 8 divided by 4 is 2. And if you have a positive divided by a negative, your answer is going to be negative. So x equals negative 2. Now to check this problem, and we do need to check them, we are going to rewrite the original equation. Our original equation was negative 4x plus 7 equals 15. Now what we're going to do is we're going to replace this x with this 2, negative 2. So I'm going to have negative 4 times negative 2 plus 7. And what I want to do is I want to solve this side of the equation to see if I get 15. If I solve this side of the equation and I get 15, that means that my answer of x equals negative 2 is correct. If I plug in my answer here and I don't get 15, that means that I've done something wrong back in my original problem. And 4 times 2 is 8. Negative 4 times negative 2 is also going to be 8. So we have 8 plus 7. And 8 plus 7 is equal to 15. So that means it checks and it's correct. I'm going to go on to the next one. Same thing here. We're going to go to the side with the variable. We're going to find the number that does not have the variable with it, and we're going to move this number over here to the other side of the equation. Since this is subtracting 6, to move it, we're going to add 6 to both sides. And when I do 12 plus 6, I get 18. This cancels out, and I have 2x. You're going to bring down your 2x. So I have 2x equals 18. This equation is saying 2 times what equals 18? And I know a lot of you can tell me that 2 times 9 equals 18, and so that's going to give us an answer of x equals 9 at the end. But we do need to know the process to get here, because eventually we're going to have problems that have fractions and decimals and really big numbers, and we will not be able to do that in our heads. So we're going to go back over to the side of our equation. We have 2 times x. So in order to undo the multiplication, we're going to perform the inverse, which is going to be divide by 2. And what we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So I have 18 divided by 2 gives us 9. This is going to cancel out. We're going to check again. So we have 2 times x, and x is 9. So I'm going to put times 9 minus 6. You're using the original equation when you check. Equals 12. And so 2 times 9 is 18. And 18 minus 6 equals 12. So we solved that one correctly. I'm going to do one more. One more here. 4x plus 9 equals 21. Again, we're going to go find the side with the variable, and we're going to locate the number that's all by itself. And so that's plus 9. The inverse operation, to move it over, we're going to undo it by subtracting 9. And what I do to one side of the equation, I need to do to the other. 21 minus 9 gives us 12. This got zeroed out because we moved it over here. We're just going to bring the 4x down. 4 times x equals 12. To move this 4 over, we're going to divide by 4 both sides of the equation. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Since we moved that 4 over here by division, we're done with it. We're going to bring our x down, and we get x equals 3. And I'm going to plug it back into my original equation. 4 times x, x is 3, plus 9 equals 21. And 4 times 3 is 12. And 12 plus 9 equals 21. On the next 3, you'll do the same thing. You'll go to the side of the equation, move this number over first by subtracting, and then you'll move this 8 over by dividing by 8, and then make sure you check. Same thing here. You're going to move this 9 over first by subtracting 9, and then you'll bring this 9 over by dividing by 9, and same thing here. You're going to move the plus 10 first, move that over, and then you'll move the 2 over by dividing by 2.